Hey class, in this video I'm going to be going over Chapter 1 with you guys. Right now I am looking at Chapter 1 in a PDF in Google Chrome in the browser. They have Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 available for free, so if you guys are waiting for your textbook to come in, you can go to Cengage and just, let's see, where did I find it? It's over here. Okay, yeah, Cengage.com, and then find Exploring InDesign CS6 first edition, and then they have Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. So I just clicked on Chapter 1 and I'm looking at it right now. So the first thing that Terry Rydberg wants everyone to do after opening up InDesign, which I'm going to do right now, opening up InDesign, she wants us to set our preferences so that all of our preferences will be the same. We do that, you can either set your preferences after creating your document or before creating a document. And if you set your preferences first, then it applies to all future documents. If you set your preferences after, then it applies only to that document. So here's the long way. You click on, let's see, click on InDesign Preferences, General, and you have access to all the other options. Or you can use the shortcut key, so Command or Control K. It's Control for a PC and Command for a Mac. And then she wanted us to just change a couple things here. So under Type, make sure, and I've already done this, so make sure to apply leading to entire paragraph. So make sure that's checked. And then for units and increments, make sure to change under ruler units, change it from spread to page, and from points and picas to inches for both horizontal and vertical. And then also down at the bottom, keyboard increments, she wanted us to change it to 1 point for size leading and 1 point for baseline shift. That's 1 PT, which stands for point. And later on, if you don't know what points and picas are, we could go over that a little bit later. Okay, so then hit OK, and now your preferences are set for all future documents. So we won't have to touch that again. In fact, I haven't really ever had to adjust my preferences that way before. So let's see, to make a new document, you can either use this welcome screen here. It says create new document, and brings up the new document dialog box, or I can cancel that and use my shortcuts, Command or Control N. Now it brings up new document. Doesn't seem like much of a shortcut, but it makes a big difference in workflow later on. So in this dialog box, there's a bunch of options, and one of them is facing pages, which is automatically checked. It's for a book. In our case, our situation, we're just going to have a one-page document, so we don't want the pages to be facing. So we'll uncheck that, and then we're going to use letter, which is the default, which is standard 8.5 by 11. And then there's also options for orientation, portrait versus landscape. We're going to keep it on portrait. And for the columns, we're going to add 2 more, so it's 3 columns. Leave the gutter alone. Margins, we'll bring it up to 0.75 inches. So 3/4 of an inch. And if you notice, when I adjust the one top, all of them adjust because there's a little icon here that looks like a chain link, and it's connected. If I click on it, it separates, and so I can adjust just the top separately. But in this case, we want to keep it all together. We want them all to be the same size, the margins. And then leave the bleed and slug alone and hit OK. Bleed and slug have to do with when you're printing a business card, flyer, whatever, and the color goes from edge to edge. You want to have some color go over the edge of your actual size that you're going to cut down. Otherwise, you'll end up with a little white line sometimes when the